guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale, and I have one of your favorite guests back on that channel. We can't get enough of him here. It is the pro, the German pro from SK Gaming, the Golem God himself. It's Flobby back on the channel. Flobby, what's up, my man? How you doing, dude?
Hey, doing really well, and yeah, hyped to be back, and yeah, how are you doing?
I am doing well. I don't know if I'm probably doing better than Golem's doing right now because it seems like the archetype has taken a bit of a hit in the last few metas. It's weird because Golem is still a frustrating card. I think some people are frustrated by the death damage, but at the same time, it's not very impressive in terms of the use rates, the win rates, and certainly at top ladder and competitively, I don't think we saw any Golem in like CRL World Finals. Golem has been suffering for a while lately, so I wanted to bring you on. It's been a while since I shared a Golem deck as well, and give your insight as to the state of Golem and why you think that this deck is the exception in terms of being a viable Golem deck in the meta.
Yes, so it's been a long time where, like I said, oh, Golem is really strong right now, or like, it's been a long time where like a lot of people played Golem in the top ladder. And that's because like Golem, I don't know, like Golem got weaker when the players got better with like Psycho decks, Mortar decks. Like the people were like so good with Mortar decks that they kind of always beat Golem. And like back then, like 1 or 2 years ago, I like most of the times I won against Mortar, for example. It's just like an example. But yeah, like the thing is also that some changes, for example, with the Night Witch, which got obviously like a nerf last season, made beatdown weaker, like Elixir Golem, also Golem, like in general beatdown. And then also the Firecracker is like a really solid card against slow pushes. So the Firecracker gets more value when the card is like really slow because she can like hit the card again and again and again, and the card is like pretty tanky. So it's especially strong against like slow tank pushes, and that's like Golem or Elixir Golem. So the new card is really strong against Golem, and Night Witch got nerfed, and like some other cards got changed and stuff like that. So that's why I think like Golem is pretty weak, maybe like the most weak from like the last month. So yeah,
so okay, that's it perfectly explains why it's not in the best spot. So why do you like this deck? Why do you think this deck's the exception to the rule?
So like this deck is more like based on this no damage NATO version. Like there's also like the no damage Graver deck, for example, and this deck is like with Ice with Baby Doing NATO. It's like pretty solid in general. Has a really solid defense with Goblin Cage. And it's a more defensive Golem deck, and you can like still build a really great push with Golem Night, which is like the most solid combination in the game with like Golem. So yeah, I think like because it's more defensive, it's pretty strong. Like still at the moment, even though Golem is not at the best status.
Yeah, I love how defensive this deck is too. It's just it's super strong defensive, and I like big heavy beatdown decks that can also defend a lot, and you don't just rely on having to take a ton of tower damage and tower trade.
Yep.
But I have so many questions for you, and I want to start out by doing a little bit something that we've done actually before here, but it's been a while, and I want to ask you like 5 different scenarios, how you handle each of those scenarios. So starting out is they drop a P.E.K.K.A. All of these scenarios are assuming that they're making the first move, right? So what do you do if they drop a P.E.K.K.A. in the back of their King Tower?
P.E.K.K.A. in the back, there are like 2 options I see instantly. Like one option is drop a Golem in the back in the same lane. But I would more often like do that in a double elixir, like in single elixir. I would probably defend with either an Ice Wizard or Baby Dragon on the back in the left lane. But you need to take care with the Baby Dragon. If you drop it instantly, when the P.E.K.K.A. got dropped in the back, it will probably reach into the half of the enemy. So you need to wait like 1/2 second or something, and then you can drop the Baby Dragon in the back. So it will hit the P.E.K.K.A. and will not get in the half of the enemy.
Okay, cool. And then when the P.E.K.K.A. gets closer to your side of the arena, assuming you have the Baby Dragon, the Ice Wizard, are you just dropping like Goblin
Exactly.
Cage or something?
The Goblin Cage, Night Witch, whatever. Like you have a lot of cards you can deal with.
Okay, next. They drop a Lava Hound in the back.
Against the Lava Hound, definitely the best, like the best situation is if you drop a Golem and a Night Witch in the back. Like Golem, Night Witch in the same lane like Lava Hound is always the best thing you can do. Like in the most scenarios.
Kind of a dumb question, but do you drop the Night Witch first so you can summon more bats, or are they just gonna die anyway? So do you drop the Golem first?
I would drop the Golem first, yeah.
Okay. And Mortar at the bridge.
Mortar at the bridge is also depending sometimes on the situation, but in the most situations I would just drop a Goblin Cage, defensive. And then if the Mortar like kills the Goblin Cage, I would drop the Ice Wizard on the field also that it doesn't that it does retarget and is not hitting the tower, because if like the Goblin Cage dies, it would hit the tower. So you need to drop another card on the ground. So probably Goblin Cage and then Ice Wizard.
Okay, drop a the opponent in the mirror matchup, if the opponent's playing Golem, if they drop a Golem in the back first, do you just wait and drop a Golem in the same lane?
Yeah, I would drop in the same lane. The thing is, like, if you drop it in the other lane, it's basically just a base race, and I mean, that's kind of weird. So I will probably try to play same lane, and then I'll play him in defense or something.
Okay. And what if they drop, my last question for you, although we have plenty of questions too, before you play live, is what if they drop a Sparky in the back?
Sparky is really difficult because like Sparky is really strong against this deck because you don't have a reset. So if they drop a Sparky, you can either drop a Golem and try to build a Night Witch behind it and maybe work with the Poison or Baby Ring. Or you just drop a Baby Ring and try to work with Poison, Nade, or Bopper or something. So yeah, either Golem or Baby Ring in the back. But also Baby Ring, you need to wait like a half second or 1 second so it doesn't get in the half of the enemy, like with the P.E.K.K.A. Because like the P.E.K.K.A. and Sparky are both pretty slow.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks for answering those questions. If you guys in the comments have any, specific matchups that you want to, or you see somebody else asking about one, go ahead and upvote it, and I'll ask Flobby and maybe put it in the pinned comment or something. But Flobby, want to go ahead and search for a live?
Yeah, sure.
As you do, I have another question for you. And I probably asked this before, but it's been a while, and I wanted to kind of get your take on it. I think I've asked Royale this in the past as well. But, there's tens of thousands of players who have max Golem decks out there. But yet, there's only a few groups of, maybe a handful of players who consistently can finish top 200 with Golem, right? Even though there's, thousands of players with max decks. Now, Golem's widely considered to be one of the easier archetypes to pick up and have some success with. But why do you think, what separates those handful of players from the rest? I mean, it doesn't seem like with a lower skill archetype, quote unquote, it seems like there should be just more random people who can have, success here and there with Golem. And of course it does happen, once in a while, but why? What is the difference between these high skill Golem players and the rest of us?
Yeah, that's a difficult question, but like in general you can say like Golem is a slower deck. Like obviously you have a slower cycle, so it's obviously easier to learn if you make less plays on the field. So like everybody would say like it's easier to learn Golem like than a cycle deck, but to play it on top level, for example in World Finals or something like this, you still need to have you need to know how to play it in every matchup. You need to know every situation. You need to know always what to do best and what is the best in this situation. And that is like something you can't really learn just from like explaining or something. There's also like a lot of experience and stuff like that, and you need to like learn how to play it and then adapt in the next game. So yeah.
So the next obvious question is like sometimes people don't have, pros in the DMs or on voice calls, right? Most people don't have, access to any players other than the best player in their clan or whatever. So what if you lose a match with Golem and you just don't know exactly how to handle that matchup? Like, what would you, besides watching CWA Mobile Gaming and Flobby YouTube, what would you say they should do? How do you get better at matchups? Are you looking for the crucial mistake, and how do you find that? Any tips on like how to improve versus a matchup that's giving you trouble?
Yeah, that's obviously like the question I think people ask the most. Like, what should they do to get then better in some situations, some matchups? I think like the best thing is to really watch like pro players play with these decks, or like play really good players to play like with these decks, and then try to adapt what they do in some situations. And then it's also like a lot of practice, like a lot of like if you play like 12 hours in like 1 week or something with one deck, I think you will still like already learn a lot. And I think like it's a lot like just playing, and then sometimes also like watch other people do what they like do really good in some matchups and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a mix. Okay,
well, great answers there. Let's go ahead and focus on this match. We're already 30 seconds remaining here, and you eat that whole Royal Hogs thanks to the activated King Tower. If the King Tower was not activated there, would you have defended lightly?
Yeah, 100%. Because like then I couldn't have take all the damage. But in this situation, I needed to take this damage to be able to maybe win this game. It's really hard because he has like Mega Knight and Mini P.E.K.K.A. and also bats, which are like really strong if
the firecracker, what you said was a challenge as well.
Yeah, true. But I can still win, even though it's not gonna be easy. But let's see. I really need to focus.
Nice defense.
Yeah.
This is a deck, man. The old Mega Knight, firecracker, Royal Hogs, Mini P.E.K.K.A. deck.
It's a weird version, but
yeah,
I mean it works.
It's kind of cool. Yeah. Ooh. Big push coming in.
Nado. Ice Wizard.
It's gonna be
Okay,
a nice NATO here.
Yeah, I can still defend. I can still win, but it's not gonna be easy. Okay, I definitely need to poison that because this firecracker would get so much value.
Yeah, it's insane.
Still it gets a lot of value, but...
Do you like the new card? Do you like, and obviously you don't like it as a Golem player, but do you like her in general?
In general, I like her, but obviously it's it's difficult to like her as a Golem player because she really is so strong against like slow pushes, and so she's so strong against Golem and stuff like that. So it really hurts me as a Golem player, but in general, I like the card. Yeah,
Why don't Golem players play her? Is she just not good enough as a support card for Golem?
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Right now I need to rush. Okay. I think I'm gonna win this because of time. Like, I think he's not able to defend this clearly, and I am gonna be able to stop these Royal Hogs.
Yep. Come on, Golemites. Come on, do your thing. There you go. Oh no!
One take, but I have the poison back, and oh my god, what a close game. Okay,
wow.
Yeah, I wasn't really able to talk at the end, but it was a great game.
No, I'm sorry, man. I was asking you like too many philosophical questions about the new card in that match, but you did very, very well.
So,
as always.
Yeah. I like the new card, but it's so strong against Golem that I don't really like. Yeah, I can't really say I really like this card. So yeah, I mean you understand what I mean.
I get what you're saying. You don't hate the card, but you hate the card. I get it.
Yeah.
Search for the next match, and while you do, so. Why don't you think she fits in a Golem deck? Why couldn't you put her in for like Ice Wizard? Obviously, I guess the Ice Wizard synergy with the Baby Dragon, on the defensive end and the NATO and stuff really makes a lot of sense. But have you tested her in Golem decks?
Yeah, oh man, yeah, I have. In the last 2 weeks, I tried it a lot. Like I played at least like 5 to 10 hours with like Golem Firecracker and try to work out like if there's a really good deck which works and stuff like that. But like, it doesn't really fit. I don't know. Like, the problem is that it's so good against slow pushes, but with Golem, you don't really need cards, or like the most Golem decks are solid against slow pushes, but they are weak against really fast decks, like really fast cycle decks, because they cannot cycle you so fast. So the Firecracker, I don't know, like doesn't really work in a slow cycle deck. I feel like you need to play the Firecracker in decks which have like a pretty fast cycle, or where you have like a bait for the Firecracker with like arrows or something. But not really in like normal Golem decks.
That's true. It's like that bait element. It doesn't really work with the deck, like you said, and it's just she in like you can kind of envision a scenario where she's way in back of your Golem on your side of the arena, like killing all the defensive troops. But I guess practically speaking, that probably like it'd be better just to have a strong defensive card like an Ice Wizard or whatever, right? Like in most scenarios.
Yeah. Also because like the Ice will get so much value sometimes with NATO.
Yeah.
And the Firecracker, like the Firecracker is it already feels pretty strong without the NATO. You don't really need to play Firecracker NATO. I don't know. Like I feel like Firecracker and NATO isn't really the best combination. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I hear you. All right, so Baby Dragon, Fireball Zap is the first.
As he was really aggressive as a start right now, here with the Fireball on the Ice Wizard, I will go aggressive with the Golem because I know he spent a lot of elixir to Fireball and kill the Ice Wizard here. So now I'm gonna go with the poison. Okay, that's fine. I mean,
you'll kill everything.
Yeah, the Golem will kill everything and will still explode at the tower, one hit, and I think it's great. We get more damage than he did, so yeah.
Nice. So that's a scenario where you will play Golem at the bridge if they're just super aggressive out the gate and you have a huge elixir advantage, especially if you have a surviving defensive troop.
Yeah, exactly. That's why like I punished him here for this first offensive fireball, and I got more damage than he did with the fireball and the baby ring. So yeah, that sounds like a good start.
Okay. So there's a Lava Hound. So
now, if I would have Night Witch and Golem in the cycle, I would have played Golem Night Witch, but unfortunately I don't have, so I need to play Ice Wizard, Baby Ring, and more defensive.
Yep. But it seems like this is not the worst matchup for you. I mean, it seems like all Lava Hound matchups, given all your defense in this deck, it's not, as bad as some other Golem decks would be.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate that the Fireball, that the Baby Ring targeted the Ice Wizard, but I think it's still fine. I don't think I need a NATO, because if like I play NATO right now, he might get value with like an next push or something, like a balloon right now.
Yeah.
So I didn't play the NATO here, and then I can focus here. Yeah. I can just NATO to the King Tower. The tower will still not be down. I think it has like 700 exactly.
Yeah.
655 here's left. So I can now build a big push and try to like get his tower with a great poison. So now I definitely play Ice Wizard pretty aggressive. Then
so
I'm gonna
barb on the Golem, or maybe not.
I also thought he would, but he's not right now. He's more playing like for like my tower. He definitely wants to take my tower down. So now I can play just the Goblin Cage here and like, oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god, this pull.
That was a nice pull.
But unfortunately, this one. Okay, the tower's not down. Oh my god, this was so lucky.
Gonna have to zap it, but hey, that's gonna give you the opportunity to waste 2 elixir of his.
I already have like such a big elixir advantage, and now he still needs to zap, so the elixir advantage is just going bigger and bigger. So I have a really good situation. It's gonna be so hard for him to defend right now.
Yeah.
Either if he plays like barbs or if he's not, it's gonna be really difficult. Okay, he's gonna play fireball. That's interesting. I'm gonna barb whirl that. I'm gonna night witch because the baby ring is gonna go down. Perfect. I'm gonna ice wizard in the corner.
Oh, nice ice wizard too. He's running low. I like that. You just knew you had such a nice elixir advantage that you just kept the foot on the...
and right now this ice wizard is gonna finish his tower. This ice wizard is gonna finish his tower.
MVP!
Nice.
There it goes! GG's, man. Well done, well done. Hey, what about if they have Inferno Tower? Well, obviously, you mentioned it before, but you don't have that reset. You don't have the zap or the lightning. How do you handle Inferno Tower matchups? And feel free to search again.
Like, if the enemy has like Inferno Tower, we're just gonna cry and give up. No, but the thing is, like, really, Inferno Tower is gonna be
just gonna post it on Twitter
difficult.
and say, rigged, Supercell, your game is rigged.
Yeah, I mean, I had a few games against Inferno Tower today in my stream, so, like, in these games, it was really difficult. In some, I was able to win, but in the most games, I lost because like the Inferno Tower is such a hard corner. But the thing is, like, Inferno Tower is not really meta because also like a lot of people play cycle decks. Like the Inferno Tower can get outcycled from a lot of decks, so Inferno Tower is not really meta. So I don't really worry about that. And the Inferno Dragon is sometimes also roaring, but like the Inferno Dragon is also only get played in Lava, I guess, at the moment. Maybe sometimes Bridge Bam. So yeah, it's hard because you don't have a reset, but because the meta is not really focused on Inferno Tower or Inferno Dragon, this deck works pretty well. If like there's a lot of Inferno Tower and Inferno Dragon, you should definitely not play this deck.
Okay. And if for some reason people are running into a lot of Inferno Tower, Inferno Dragon, could they just sub in a lightning for another Lava Hound, lightning for the poison?
Yeah, you can switch that up. Yeah, sure.
What is the heaviest Golem deck that you've ever played that you've actually liked?
Good question. What was it? Oh,
we'll think about that later. There it is, right on cue, the Inferno Dragon.
Yeah. I will think about that and maybe give later answer. Okay.
Think about that in between the matches.
This is gonna be difficult. I don't know if the NATO was the best, but I think it might be good. I mean, if this gonna... Yeah, it's gonna clear up everything, I think. I think it was a good defense.
Yeah.
This fireball, he knows I'm not really having any good answer for this strength, so he played the fireball and like hoping that maybe he will get a lot of damage. But this fireball actually was really bad. So right now, he got nothing from this fireball, and now I have like pretty solid situation because I can just play Golem in the back and Night Witch behind it. And this is like the best situation you want to get against Lava, like Golem and then Night Witch behind it. And right now he can take my tower. I don't worry about that, like because he can take my tower, but it's fine. But I'm gonna also take probably his tower, so yeah.
Okay.
It's a good trade for me. Okay, he's actually gonna try to recon with his Z, but I can just play NATO and then I mean maybe the balloon will get one hit, but yeah, just one hit. And then I'm gonna also baby ring here because he spends so much elixir on offense that I'm just gonna pressure because he's gonna play his own baby ring. Yeah. Right there. And maybe like
you can maybe 3 crown.
Yeah, maybe I can. Actually maybe I really can. Yeah, the beds, the bopper.
Running low on elixir.
He has nothing right now.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a 3 crown, man. Yeah.
Think so too. I mean, not yet, but
yeah.
But soon, but really soon. And I also have NATO and Goblin Cage and defense. So
So at this point, do you
really stop it.
Are you comfortable just poison cycling like after you have a couple defensive troops on the? Okay.
I mean, of course I could, but I'm more confident in just playing in Golem because I mean, right now in defense I have Goblin Cage, I have Ice Wizard, and I have NATO, so he can't really finish me.
Yeah.
And I can just Golem him. So
that's true.
Yeah, I can just pull everything to the other tower, and I'm finishing with a Golem. Yeah.
There it goes, 3 in a row, man.
Yeah, that was perfect. Like it's so difficult against Inferno Dragon, but this match actually it worked perfect. So yeah.
Awesome, man. Why don't you go play one more, then you can coach me, and we'll call it another successful video. Let's go for the old undefeated again. Yeah. So better question than what's the heaviest Golem deck you've ever played is What about Golem Clone? What are your thoughts on that? Is it kind of like a cheesy trolley type deck that works sometimes and other times it doesn't, or do you think it's actually viable?
Yeah. I don't think it's viable. I mean, like in some metas it might be okay, but like in general it's more like a cheesy deck to trick the enemy.
You
Like
certainly never see it on top ladder. I think there was like that one month,
Yeah.
back in a year ago or whatever that people played it, but
Yeah, there was also like a few metas ago there was one guy who played it like the full season. But the thing is, like, I don't really see why he played it the full season. He also like tilted a lot, then he came back and stuff like that. Like, it was a lot of momentum and stuff like that. So I don't feel it's a constant deck to play or something. It's more like a cheesy one, yeah.
Yeah.
So right now, because he invested a lot of elixir to get this magic archer on the tower, I instantly play Golem at the bridge because I know he's not having that much elixir, and I'm gonna try to punish him. I don't know if it works because like against the wallbreaker deck, it's so hard to break through the defense. But I think we can punish him here because he's so low on elixir. Also with this buffer, maybe we can do we can at least do a bit damage. I mean, it's fine, but it wasn't that much than I hoped. Like
yeah, and you still have a little elixir advantage too, so it was a good job. I think that like you played a lot more golems at the bridge than I tend to do, I guess, when I'm playing golems. So that's like one takeaway already. It's just that when you know you have the elixir advantage or they overcommit, you're totally willing to attack.
Yeah, but I mean it is really weird right now because like I don't do that often, but right now like the enemies are playing really aggressive at the start, so that's why in a lot of situations I try to like punish them for that. So in general, I don't do it that often, but right now, like today, it happens a lot, yeah. I hope the magic archer is just gonna go away, but I guess he doesn't. Okay, that's good. Right now, like the situation is great again. I have a lot of elixir lead. The Valkyrie is just gonna die. I have Golem Nightwitch on the field, and he is gonna have problems on defense.
Yeah.
This is again really great for me. I mean, obviously the bomb tower is gonna do work again, but still with the baby dragon, he's gonna have problems to defend it. Okay, so now I'm gonna NATO to kill the magic archer. Okay, yeah, he still defended really well. Like, even though he was so much, like, I had much more elixir than him, he defended pretty well. That's like the strong of his deck. Like, it's so crazy how these guys try to like sometimes defend pushes with like so much less elixir than I have. So right now I play again like Nightwitch Golem. He's not gonna get a lot of like damage with this or something. Like also these wall breakers are really weird, but actually one connected. I actually don't know how this connected.
How did they break through there? That's insane. All right, so nice poison, but he's got that bomb tower back in hand again. Jeez.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. I can also lose this matchup. It will be fine because like this matchup is really hard, but we can still win. I mean, it's not over yet. So let's see. Really weird wall breakers again. I don't know, this enemy is playing weird wall breakers, but I mean, okay. Fine.
Yeah, they worked out last time. That time, not so much.
Yeah, true. So right now I'm gonna play Golem, because I know I have like the Goblin Cage in hand, so even if he is going to go aggressive, I have the Goblin Cage ready for the wall breaks, and then also the Goblin Brawler is gonna kill the skeletons and the miner. So this is basically like my last big push, and I try to kill them. Okay, this magic archer was really great by him. I don't know if it's gonna finish the tower, but probably it is. Yeah, that was played by him. Well played. I mean, I only had the chance to break through with a big push, and maybe sometimes in a single elixir, but he defended really well and played really well. So yeah, just GG to the enemy, and
yeah, man. All right. Yeah, that was a tough. That's gonna be one of your most difficult matchups, right?
Yeah. The thing is also this deck is like played a lot in this meta. The thing is, I win a lot of a lot of these matches I can win because the enemy makes a mistake, but the people get better and better with this deck. And for example, Morten also, who's playing it a lot in top ladder, like if I would play against him, I would probably lose like 10 out of 10 matches, because if the people don't do mistakes with this deck, then yeah, it's really hard with Golem.
Sure. No, I can totally understand that. All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna jump in right now. Here I go. And we can see what we can do here. So, do you think that just the younger brother of Golem, the Elixir Golem, do you think that Elixir Golem is dead now?
It seems like, because like the problem is the Elixir Golem got nerfed and the Nightwitch got nerfed. Like if one of these troops got nerfed, it would have been probably okay, but because both got nerfed, I don't know. Yeah, feels like. Okay, he's Furnace. Furnace in general is not that nice for you, but I mean you have the poison in general. Not right now because like he's a bit in elixir lead, and you also have the baby dragon on the field, so you can.
I baby dragoned it instead. Okay, now I can poison.
Yeah, now you can poison. It's good value.
Yeah.
He looks. I don't know, like actually what he's playing. It looks
Right?
weird. Dark Prince Ewiz.
Dark Prince, Ewiz, Furnace. Is that all he's? Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you can just defend it with Ice Wizard. It's not that much damage and it's fine.
I guess I should have Night Witched that, but whatever. So now
I
there's
think
a
now you
weird
should Night
situation.
Witch. I think you should Night Witch in the back on the left.
Yep.
Exactly. And now if he's like playing anything in front or something, you can play a Golem in front. Okay, there are like these. I think you should. Barbara. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's fine. Okay, he's just gonna poison, so you can.
So should I Golem here?
No, I wouldn't. I would just play like a baby ring in the back or like whatever you have.
Okay. Should I poison the furnace now or just chill?
I would wait. Maybe he's gonna play something into the baby ring, and you can just get poisoned. Okay, you can't really. You can just play Ice Wizard right now and defend.
Yeah, one card away still in the Ice Wiz,
Ah, okay.
so we'll just chill.
Okay. Goblin Cage is also fine.
Yeah.
Now you have Ice Wizard. It's fine because like as soon as double elixir, and you can build like a big golem, big golem push. You're not having like a big elixir lead. That's why I said don't drop golem in the back because
makes sense.
It's too risky. If he plays like balloon or something, you're gonna rip. So right now you can actually play golem in front, but no, as he poisons you shouldn't. As he poisons you shouldn't. You can just defend, and then maybe drop a golem in the back if the musketeer dies. But you need to take care of this musketeer first.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. And
so now here I can poison or I can golem.
Poison first.
Okay.
Because he didn't show yet what he's playing. Probably it's P.E.K.K.A. last card, which would be not that great as a matchup, but I mean still fine. The problem is if you drop a golem in front, there's like this Dark Prince, so you shouldn't really. Maybe
so now it's kind of getting to golem time here now.
Yeah, you need to drop a golem in a situation, but if like in a situation where the enemy has nothing on the field, because right now it's gonna be difficult to defend. Maybe you can, but okay, the musketeer can't lock on the tower. Is that?
That's good.
Okay, yeah, that's good. It's good. But he's playing P.E.K.K.A., so that's gonna be really difficult.
It's gonna be a challenge, yeah.
P.E.K.K.A. might have poison. He has such a hard counter, but maybe I'll play him. I don't know.
So I can potentially drop another golem at the bridge here, depending on what he does.
I would play golem in the back.
Yeah,
in the back. You need to reset because. Even though, like, you still have the baby ring alive, it would probably fly in front of the golem and... nice try to predict. Nice
yeah. So I don't know if I can... I guess I have to bar barrel this, I don't know.
Yeah, because he has poison lock. He would have finished, you need... But I think you still, like, it's no way...
I still lost, yeah.
I mean, poison is gonna be great, but he has so much against your deck, like...
How do I break through this?
I don't know if you can break through. Let's see. He needs to do like a big mistake or something. I mean, right now, like, there's no way to win.
Nice poison on his part, not to like rush it. Yeah, this is a challenging one there, Flobby.
Yeah, he's not also overcommitting or something. He's playing really defensive, so great play by his part. But
that's gonna be
this is just gonna be hard.
Yeah. That was a tough one. Like, so I mean, obviously, I don't think I made any huge misplays. Maybe I just didn't catch all those minors soon enough. But it was a difficult matchup. So how would you have played this differently? Obviously, I'm sure you would have made different decisions like here and there than I did. But like overall, what could I have done in hindsight?
The overall thing was like in one situation where you dropped the Night Witch late on a minor, I probably would have just like played Golem on the back. That was like when your tower had like 2,000 damage. And also some like little things I would have played different. One Barber was not perfect, but like just little things. And then this one Golem, like the timing with the Golem would have been like key. But instead, like it was also a hard matchup. Like I don't know. Like I could also have lost this matchup because it was really hard. So yeah.
No, but maybe, I understand though that you bring up good points, and like obviously that's what I want my viewers, to really learn from my mistakes. So this is why we do these matches, especially at the end. So I know you're talking about the bar barrel. Like a couple of them didn't even hit the target, or they were a little bit late, or they're a little bit early. And then you're right. I wasted that one Night Witch kind of after the miner already got like 2 hits on the tower.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
At that point, you're right. Probably either catch the like don't use the goblin, whatever I did, a goblin cage, try to catch the miner, or just cut my losses and try to build a big push, right?
Yeah, but also like not in the situation with the goblin cage where you predicted. I mean, like a lot earlier, where the tower was at like 1,900 health. there was like you played like a Night Witch late on the miner.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
in this situation, I would have played the Golem in the back. And in the end, you needed to predict this miner with the Goblin Cage, and it was unfortunately unlucky. But I mean, at that point, I think you already lost. So I think that like the only way to win was like earlier to maybe do some better interactions to have like a little elixir lead, and then also drop the Golem in this one perfect scenario. Like to drop the Golem at the perfect time would be key in this matchup. But it's a really tough matchup. So
when you say drop the Golem at the perfect time, you're talking about when you said to drop at the bridge, but it was already too late, or not the bridge,
exactly.
but in front of my
exactly. Like and also like. When you played the Night Witch, or like you wasted the Night Witch, I would have played the Golem in the back. And this is what I mean, like with the timing.
Yeah, that's a really, really good tips, actually. I'm glad that we actually ended up playing that match because you're right, challenging matchup, but still those little mistakes don't give me a good chance to beat when my opponent has matchup. You kind of got to nail the little things, you know?
And that shows perfect what we like talked about in the beginning, because you said like with P.E.K.K.A, what do you do if the P.E.K.K.A drops, like enemy drops P.E.K.K.A in the back? But the thing is, like in these some matchups, like there are so many things with Golem you need to do perfect to be like really, really good and to play on the highest level. Like that's why a lot of people play it in the World Finals, whatever, because you need to know in every matchup where to play it and what situation. And this is so key. And this is what a lot of people also ask me, and I can't really answer sometimes because it's so different in so many matches.
It's like, don't make small little mistakes all the time like I do, you know? Like, how do you say that?
Yeah, sometimes it is, and sometimes it's also just the timing, but the timing is so different in so many matchups and like so many matches, and also maybe sometimes same matchups because the people play so different, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much again for coming on, Flobby. You've been an incredible guest, as always, man. Where can we find you? What's going on in the world of Flobby? Of course, all the links will be in below for you guys.
Actually, right now I'm streaming daily on Twitch and doing daily one video, so yeah, obviously like that, but it's in German. But I plan to do soon one weekly English video. So like every Sunday or something, I do like an English Sunday, and we'll drop like one English video per week. So I mean, you can write in the comments, guys, if you would like that. So yeah, maybe I will do that in future.
Awesome, man. I think a lot of people are gonna like that, and obviously, I'm sure you see Morten doing the English channel now. So we can only hope that that your English videos are successful. That way, it encourages you to do more content.
Yeah, true.
All right, dude. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. Obviously, it was nice, and yeah, if there's a nice Golem deck or like some new ideas, I will just call you, and then I'm gonna be back.
All right, sounds good, man. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Flobby. Check out his information, player stats and profile links at statsroyale.com, and a huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.